We're about 200 meters from the railroad bridge, which goes over the third Welland Canal, on our way to the Blue Ghost Tunnel. But before I even get close, I need to confront one of my greatest fears right now. Go on, get. 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 I seek passage across this bridge. Ah! I think that goose was trying to warn me.
The Merritton Tunnel was built in 1876 to accommodate rail traffic passing the third Welland Canal. Considered one of the most haunted places in the universe, this tunnel was the site of a fatal head-on collision in 1907 between two locomotives, as well as the site of demise for a 14-year-old who was crushed during its construction. The ground nearby was known to hold a graveyard which is now flooded, allowing the groundwater to seep into the abandoned tunnel. 144 years later, it still remains hidden among the ruins of the old canal. Some of these ruins are still used as weir systems for the current ship canal. However, many of these ruins are left isolated and unscathed.
Saw a car, so I'm hiding. Looks like they got some security out. So I'm gonna take this path to the Blue Ghost Tunnel. Bees! The last time I was here was 2005, 15 years ago. Well, you know, I just don't know if climbing this thing is the smartest idea.
Where are you, Blue Ghost? Come on!
See the consistent lines of drippage in the ceiling. I think we're under the canal right now. Now I'm faced with my second greatest fear, getting the camera wet. Well, these obviously weren't here when trains went through. That's not even as high as me. Look at all the candles. Turn back, Mr. Monster. Bring me flowers. I didn't bring any. Fuck Connor! This is good timber. It's in good shape. Definitely some good structural integrity under here. Fortnite! Watch your head. This must be under the canal. I don't think I'm going there. That looks too deep. This is one of the film locations from the late 90s blockbuster hit, Dangerous Waters of the Welland Canal. I don't know if you've ever had a chance to check that flick out, but man, it is intense.
This is the intake side of Weir 6 in Thorold. Looks like a great place to swim, right? Wrong.
A lot's changed over the last few years. Mostly the smell. There's a dump just above this hill up here, and man, does it stink. And there's a lot of Canada geese, too. Believe it or not, back in the day, people used to lay in this channel of water, and there was so much algae that the current would gradually take you along like a water slide. Until the siren sounded and you needed to get the fuck out.
You shouldn't have trouble reading this huge no swimming sign. Yet several people have been killed here over the years just because they ignored the warning.
The remnants of the third Welland Canal. My personal favorite because there's so many remnants. This is obviously an old spillway. I can tell because it looks like a spillway. Now there's a bunch of algae and I can't tell how deep this is. Oh man, is that alive? It's alive. You look like you're sitting on eggs or something. Oh man. I'll have no wrath like a guardian goose. This is exactly what I was worried about. Oh shit. Don't touch my drone, you son of a... The Canada goose can and will fight a drone if it wants to. So that's gotta be Mummy trying to hide from me because she's sitting on some eggs right now. And the second I fired up the drone, in comes Papa. And he is pissed off at me. He's trying to lure me away, I think. We're gonna do this over here in my little algae pond, is what that goose is probably saying. Okay, I'll leave you alone. It's clearly what's happening. All in all, I'd say it was a pretty good walk. I'm a little disappointed in myself because of that goose situation. Part of me actually thought, what's the worst that could happen if I flew this drone around right now? But seriously, what's the best that could happen if I tried to pick a fight with a goose with my drone? Nobody wins.